Quick shout out to my Patreons who keep this channel going. You can join my Patreon down in the description below. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're interacting to the finale of Symphogear GX. This one is titled Believe in Justice and Hold It Close. So yes, we're finally at the finale of the show. I realize it took a long time to get here, but here we are. Yeah, it's been a wild ride, GX. It really has. I kind of went in a little bit of detail about why I didn't think this series was as good a finale as others so far. I did that in episode 12, but obviously it very much depends on this episode and how the final fight goes and how we, I guess, set up the next season, I suppose, and what other little bits we have to wrap up. I'm assuming things with Hibiki's father are probably going to get wrapped up. What's going to happen to God, I've forgotten her name already. Elf9, there we go. I guess what's happening to Elf9, because she's still pretty badly injured right now, so we kind of need to get her medical attention at some point, and see what happens there. But beyond that, I don't know what else we have. Oh yeah, Ver gave, was it Maria? A little, I think it was an SD card of some sort, so I wonder what's on there. I'm going to assume maybe, the linker, stuff, because with him gone, there is no way to make linker anymore, and we might need that at some point, so I'm guessing analyzing that would maybe give us more information on linker so that we can keep making it, or there might be something more on there that he's been researching. I don't know. But I assume we'll look into that at some point as well. That might set up what next season's all about. If we start investigating that data, it's takes us to this location, and we gotta find this, and then boom, new enemy, or I don't know. Because who is our next enemy going to be? We're going to have to set up, I think, a completely new enemy at this point. I don't quite know what it's going to be, so I guess we'll see. But yeah. Final forms with the X-Drive and everything. Chris's design is still my favorite design of them. Which I don't think many people will be surprised by the fact that I said that. Chateau is now destroyed at the cost of sacrificing himself to do it. And yeah, it's time for the final fight, I guess. I'm excited for it, but I guess we'll see how long it takes. I imagine maybe the first half of the episode will probably be the fight at most. I don't think it'll go beyond the first half. I'd be surprised if it did, but they might cliffhanger it during the ad break in the middle of the show. Maybe they'll do something like that, but that's about the extent I expect of it. So anyway, I'm just going to shut up and we're going to get into it because I'm very, very excited to see what the finale has in store. So, as per usual, these are time-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from my seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Symphogear, and Log Horizon. We're moving on to Season 4 of this, maybe next week, but we're doing the OVAs next week for certain. Maybe we'll get Episode 1 done as well, we'll see. If not, Episode 1 will follow the week after. But here on YouTube we do time-based, so bottom left of the screen you'll see a time for the episode. I count down 3 to 1 play, then play side episode, I side episode, and we should be in sync. Watch this one on Anime Party as per usual, since they're the ones who have the D-Truck sub version. That's the version I've been using since Season 2, and we'll continue to use for Season 4 as well, although I don't know what to do about Season 5 just yet. I guess we'll see. But yeah, you can use the screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scenes transitioning. That shall be synced up as well. So with all that said, let's get into the finale of Symphogear GX, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Yep. Up into the air it goes. Down we come. New outfit time. Believe in justice and grip it tight. Slightly weird cut. I mean, she did say We had the power like 7 billion, so might be a bit closer than we expect. Few puny miracles, huh? Ah. Even though it benefited them. I don't think that was what you were meant to do, but... Yeah. Oh boy, more noise. I mean, yes, but noise themselves are relatively easy. It's just the numbers that are a problem. Oh boy. Jesus Christ. Yes. Was that intentionally like a Pac-Man sounding noise for that? Isn't this the same, like, rhythm as the, like, Superb songs? Like, it sounds like it was in that same cadence, but now with actual lyrics. That's a nice touch. Oh, boy. Oh, absolutely, yes. Jesus Christ. Deflected. Holy shit. Holy shit, okay. Okay, then. That's not where I expected this final to go. Hmm. Jesus Christ. Hmm. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Mm-hmm. There we go. Very nice. Were we? Were we? Yeah. There it is. Nice. Okay. Mm-hmm. Try to wear the false power to silence in my heart. Okay. Oh boy. Holy shit, okay. Oh my god. Okay, this is pretty epic. Shoshigana, yeah, okay, that was her. Nice. Whoa. Jesus. That's a big explosion. Wow. Uh. Nope, there's Carol. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, there he goes. Phew. Okay, that was some good effects there. Of course, they made it nuclear. Of course. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Hmm. Didn't Hibiki save Carol? Hmm. Hmm. Half 9, yeah. Yes. Festivals are fun. uh, yes. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. They all know. Yeah. Hmm. 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 That might take a while. Hmm. Hmm. Half 9. Carol, okay. Oh, she burned all her memories. Did she burn all of them? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Not doing great. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She's fading physically, you're fading mentally. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh. What did she do? She's gone. It's just Carol left. Did they combine? Please tell me they combined. Please tell me they combined. Shake of the head. There's hope. Back with Dad, okay. I love how they bonded over that phrase. I love the use of it. That might be my favorite bit that they've done of the entire season, almost. Mm-hmm. uh... uh... No, Maria. hmm. Hmm. The US fell from power, huh? Hmm. They're setting something up there for season 4? I wonder. Beginning analysis? Oh yeah, all of Ver's drawings and now his SD card thing that he gave. Say area something. Anyway. That was good. We have an after credit scene though, I'm fairly certain. Judged by the fact there's over 2 minutes left. So we'll stick around for that. Alright. After credits. Project GX. After credits? After credits, here we go. Where are we? Okay. He's confronting it. Yep. And she's the link between them. Okay. Okay. That's a good conclusion to them. Okay, that's a good way of doing it. Like, yeah, the mother wouldn't be so accepting of it straight away. That makes perfect sense, I mean. Yeah. So, them being connected through Hibiki, and Hibiki being the one to guide them together, makes just total sense for Hibiki's character, right? So, I guess that is pretty good. I still think the father had too fast of a turnaround overall, but I mean, unless you drew the father's story out into season 4, I don't think you could necessarily make that be any more fleshed out than it was for this season. So, yeah. Yeah. That was good. Very, very good. We can mark that off as completed now. With today's date, there we go. We have completed Symphogear GX. 3 seasons in, 2 more seasons to go. Yeah. Overall, I will say, as Symphogear seasons go, this is probably my least favourite. I think so far. See, here's the thing. What I love about this season is that it was a complete there was no brakes on this train. There was no brakes. Like, from episode 1 all the way through to the finale, there was something happening. Constantly something was happening. The main plot was progressing at pace. Like, at significant pace, to the point where the final plan was being talked about and kind of enacted in the mid-season, which doesn't normally happen. So there was always something happening. There was always a fight. I guess to an extent, maybe that got a bit too repetitive, and I guess that's a good complaint from some people, but honestly, that wasn't the bit that really impacted my enjoyment of this series. I was enjoying it because I was like, there's always something happening. It was like, oh my god, there's more, there's more, there's more. But I think by the finale, it petered out. I think that's where my opinion of this series kind of peters out. This finale did not feel as hype as other finales of Symphogear. It just kind of didn't. Like, last season's finale with the Frontier and everything that was going on there, and then learning about the Fine and everything about that, Nephilim's Heart, the Solomon's Kane bit, and the, like, everything that was going on with the extra dimension, like, that was all cool. Like I said, the first scene of Symphogear, iconic scene. The Cannon Gear was an amazing creation. I feel like the Chateau was underused, honestly. Like, for this big finale, I feel like we saw very little of it for the most part. Like, I feel like they could have utilized the Chateau a bit more and had that be a bit more prominent than just like, oh, this is the point where everything's gonna... It's just a big target to blow up to stop the enemy plan. That's kind of what it felt like. It didn't feel like... It felt underused, basically, from a narrative and visual standpoint. I feel like they could have done more with its design to make it a bit more impactful overall. But, yeah, whatever. And then, yeah, the finale songs... Like I said last episode, the song for Maria, Kirik, and Shirabe that they were fighting to just didn't fit. The songs in this one were perfectly fine. I enjoyed that, but... Again, it just didn't seem to capture that same hype that I was expecting. I don't know why. I honestly can't put my finger on exactly why I didn't feel the hype this time around compared to others. Because I was feeling the hype all season, just not here with the finale. I don't know why. I mean, at the end of the day, don't get me wrong, this is still a 9.5 out of 10 series. Don't get me wrong, it's easily be a 9.5. But it won't be a 10 just because I feel like it does feel underwhelming in comparison to G and the original season. That's just my opinion, though, so... I guess... Yeah. I guess that's kind of the reason why it would be my least favorite, is because of the finale ultimately, not the actual mid-season. I do still think that them doing the triple, oh, are they dead? No, they're back thing, like doing it for Carol there and 3 of your Symphogear users, it's a bit much. Like, you didn't need to use it that many times. Like, for Carol, it was kind of an interesting twist. For there, it was like, well, it seems a bit too cliche. And then for the other 3, it was like, well, no, obviously that's not going to happen, because they're not going to take them out with the final fight like that. It just wasn't going to happen. And I don't know if it was just me, but I feel like I noticed more of the animation just being a bit mediocre, I guess? Like, I don't know, I feel like they used a lot of, like, lower quality stand-in character models when they didn't need to have them being, like, actually detailed. Like, it happened with Kiriko and Shirabe a fair bit when they were in the background of one of our more main characters, and then they were in the background slightly. Like, not even, like, background. I'm talking, like, they're still in the foreground, but it's like they're not the main prominent focus. They're not the ones necessarily talking. I felt like their models were... Well, their character designs were intentionally lessened just for the sake of animation, either budget or time saving. I feel like that happened a bit more this season. But I don't know if that's just because of... I don't know what that could be because of, because, like, the time difference between... I mean, it's a 2-year gap between seasons, except for Symphogear and Symphogear GX, which was about a 1-year gap. And yet... Oh, between Symphogear and Symphogear G, sorry. That was the 1-year gap, and yet G was a huge step up from the original. Yet this, 2 years later, compared to Symphogear G, feels like it almost went back slightly overall. Like, the new designs were cool, don't get me wrong, but it still felt like it went back slightly. I don't know why. But, hey, it is what it is. Hopefully next season will be something even more special, but we'll see. The main thing I did like about this season, though, was it was kind of mentioned, like, early on in Symphogear, how, like, they are singing the song, like, they're physically singing the song and fighting simultaneously. It's not just, like, you've got background music happening whilst the characters are fighting, like you typically expect in anime. The point is that they are singing and fighting simultaneously, and it's the singing that gives them the power. And so this season especially, I feel like, especially for Hibiki and Tsubasa, and Chris to an extent as well, you could hear the voice actresses really, like, getting into that aspect of it, where it's like, you could hear them whereas they're singing, and as opposed to just singing and, like, doing this, they're singing and doing this, and, like, you can tell they're, like, actually, like, it feels like they're actually doing something other than just in a booth in front of a mic like this, singing. You can feel like they're actually, like, they're part of the character as well. As the character is moving, you can feel like they're moving with the song as well. And it came across a lot more this season, and that was a nice touch overall. Ignite designs were amazing. Like I said, I loved most of them. Tsubasa was my favorite of the Ignites. Of the X-Drives, obviously, Chris is my favorite, just because I'm slightly biased, but also just I think it was the best looking design. And yeah, I think that's my overall thoughts on Symphogear GX. I'm interested to see what data they're left behind, what they're talking about with the power balance, with the US out of it, and now Europe kind of taking prominence. I'm kind of curious to see what they do with that. I'm curious to see what our next enemy is going to be, because it's probably going to be a completely new enemy. Alkanoids is probably done. Regular noise are meant to be done because of the events of Symphogear G. No Fine to worry about, unless somehow she comes back. I think we have to create a brand new enemy here. I wonder who it's going to be. So, I mean, we created a brand new enemy here, but we introduced the idea of alchemy, but we also tied it back into, like, the very beginnings of it, like, with the Curse of Belial, and alchemy and music kind of coming as a replacement for the language that transcended everything. So, these were just answers to the problem that was initially created with the curse. So I like the way they integrated that back into it. I'm curious now where our next story goes. I'm very curious. But yeah, we're going to be watching the OVAs next. There's 4 OVAs this time, so it's like 2 full episodes worth of content, I believe, because each one's like a 12-minute bit, right? If I remember. I believe the first one is between G and GX, if I remember correctly, and then the rest are like based around the actual season of GX, if I remember correctly. So we'll be watching those next week. Hopefully getting all 4 of those OVAs done, because I believe if I just go here on Anime Party, they should have all 4 Symphogear GX specials, I think. Yes, here's the specials. Original short episodes featuring characters in super deformed style. Yeah, so it's that typical style that we saw. They're 8 minutes long each. Okay. 8877. Okay, cool. So they're actually slightly shorter than I expected, so that'll be... I should be able to feature all 4 in one video. I think that's probably what I'll do. I'll just make a long video that has all 4 of those in it, and I'll have timestamps with all the bits in them as well. That's probably what I'll end up doing, to get them all out. Because doing individual videos would be a bit... that's too much. And doing 2 and 2... Could do 2 and 2, but I might as well just do all of them in the same video. That way they're all in one place, and you guys can watch them all at the same time. I think we'll do that. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll watch the 4 specials there. So that'll be the plan next week, so look forward to that. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of this season now that we're over with it. Let me know your thoughts on if you're excited for the next season or not. I'm assuming you all are, because it's Symphogear, and you guys keep saying it gets better and better and better, so I'm assuming 4 and 5 are going to get even better as well. So excited for that. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.